What's up, Godzilla fans? Gojira 5400 here, and yeah, as I promised, I said I would finish Godzilla thon, and we are on the third installment of Godzilla thon. And today is Godzilla vs. King Kong. Now this is going to be a short review because it's not a very long movie, but I'm going to touch on some things which I thought was pretty cool about the movie. So basically, there's Godzilla, and he wakes up from the iceberg, and he destroys this whole U.S. naval fleet or whatever. And then he rampages on in the whole kind of army base. And I guess they are trying to make it like a sequel to Godzilla Raids Again, but they never really mention it, or mention the two, but whatever. And then also you have this TV guy, and something's going wrong with the TV company. He's like, Godzilla's out there, and he's making his way to the city, and he's like, I want a monster, I want a monster. So they basically set out an expedition for King Kong. And the King Kong suit is pretty ridiculous, I will say. But nevertheless, they go out and they go to this native island, and all the people are like, get off my island! No! And like one of the most racist things ever. Or not racist, but like one of the funniest, I don't know how to say it, but like the guys just bring up like a walkie-talkie and stuff. They say it's magic, and I can't remember if they destroy it or they all crowd around and look at it. I think they just look at it, but I don't remember. And then they also hand out smokes, and like a little kid's like, give me a cigarette, and he's like, the mom won't like it. Out of nowhere, his mom just comes up and grabs the smoke, and he's like, and leaves. It's a funny scene. But eventually they talk, and they agree on capturing Kong, and they take over the two guys. Now, actually, I want to get into the two guys too. Also, they actually are really funny. There's a brother and a sister, and then there's the sister's boyfriend. Now, I like the part where like the sister's boyfriend like creates this whole like a strong string, and he goes outside while they're having dinner. And also I like how the part where it's like, well, why is his steak larger than mine? I just love them. I think they're one of my favorite characters out of like all the Godzilla characters in the movies. But it's funny because the guy like brings a string, and he's like, well, watch this. He goes out and he puts a string on a bar, and like he just starts swinging around. And like the brother or whoever, or yeah, the sister's brother is like, no, get down from there, you're not Tarzan. And I'm always like, Tarzan? Whatever. It's a funny scene though. But anyways, so they capture, they find Kong, but he gets into a fight with a squid, giant squid, and of course Kong wins, but they knock him out while doing that with this kind of berry juice that has like a special kind of a like thing inside of it, which makes him go to sleep. Yeah, I mean the storyline is actually really good, I think, and it really homages like the original. But and then they capture Kong. They send him out on this raft, and they also have explosives in case something happens. But then the Japanese police or whatever, out on or Coast Guard or something like that, are like, you can't bring him in, we already have a giant monster. So they're like, oh no. So they like blow up the raft, and because he awakens and he just escapes. So then he makes his way to the city because like the English news reporters like, well, they're rivals and they need to find each other. So yeah, they find each other, they fight, and Kong is like, come on, bro, bring it on. And Godzilla's like, okay, breathes fire, and Kong is like, oh shit, and he just basically like walks away, while like Godzilla does this like he's trying to fly or something, like he like puts his arm back and forth, and it's so weird because like even in the figures for the 62 figure, like you can see how he's in that position, and like if you swivel his arms like he does. I mean, it's weird because it's so funny though. But anyways, So yeah, while that happens, time passes and stuff like that. The people, uh, while this is all going on, they theorize about Kong and Godzilla, and eventually it happens. Like it goes to the final fight, where King Kong and Godzilla are gonna face off. Now, this fight is a little more interesting because they knock out King Kong and they bring him over on the strings while Godzilla's making his way up to the island. They drop Kong. He lands on Godzilla. Godzilla like, tumbles down the mountain, and this is when they fight. And it's a really funny fight, like how Godzilla, or Kong, shoves a tree down Godzilla's throat. Breathes fire, spits it out, and punches him. And King Kong grabs onto Godzilla's tail, starts swinging around, and then Kong is trying to hide from Godzilla. All this stuff until finally they tumble into the ocean, and you see Kong go away. Now, people say that King Kong won, but come on. Godzilla's going back to the ocean. He lives underwater. He's going back. So, yeah, that's basically the whole movie, though. So, in a nutshell. So, it's a good movie. I like it. It's one of my favorite characters out of all the Godzilla movie characters. And, yeah. So, that's basically my review, though. Please rate, comment, subscribe, give big thumbs up if you enjoy this video, and Godzilla 5400 out.